Hi everyone, this is Heather, the medium on a mission, and I am bringing you your July Spirit Speaks videos and monthly forecast for the month. This will cover the entire month of July for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, and I will bring through information regarding the mind, body, and spirit connection, as well as providing just general blessings and insights for the month. And so I will be using my own When Spirit Speaks cards that I've created. It's a 77 card deck, and it's basically, being a medium, I get a lot of clairvoyant visual images, and I've basically taken those images and put them on these cards as a way in which to articulate the messages that Spirit tends to bring through in my mediumship readings. As well as I will be using these Namaste cards. They're really beautiful and amazing. They are blessing cards. There we go. Okay, perfect. So, and let me flip this one here. Great. So, I'm just going to kind of tune into your energy, Scorpio, and see what Spirit has in store for you for the month of July. Alright, Spirit, what messages do you have for Scorpio for the month of July? What signs, symbols, synchronicities do they need to pay attention to? What insights, information, guidance do they need for this month? So the first card being summer. So I'm just going to kind of put that there. Let me see here. Let me just sort of continue to tune in and see what else I get. Okay. Okay. As I'm tuning in, I am aware of a spirit family that's stepping forward. It's interesting because they're not really separating their energy, and that's okay. I do feel like it's a family of folks that are coming forward. I feel like there's quite a bit of them, and so their energy is all sort of hanging out together with each other, and so I'm just going to acknowledge them. And but they want you to know that they are there together, and so they're sort of watching over you, seeing what's going on, and they're wanting you to know that they're supporting you. I feel like this would have been a family that sort of traveled together, and that they would have been, family get-togethers, and everything was really important for them. And so I feel like this is kind of that theme that they're bringing forward, and the acknowledgement of that, and that they're here with you as well. But I also feel like a little sense of isolation, like my family's over there. I feel like I don't necessarily have that community. Like I feel like a lot of my family is over there now, and so, but they're just acknowledging that your tribe, your family is over there. They're showing you love, they're showing you support, and they're just they're celebrating on behalf of you as well. I feel like there might be something significant that's coming up for you, or it may have actually passed as well. So I'm just going to acknowledge that. So I'm just going to kind of tune into the cards here and see what we've got. Let me go ahead and, no, I guess I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to let Spirit lead the way, and so normally I'd kind of draw all the cards, but I'm just going to kind of keep going and see what they've got. So in terms of the mind connection, we've got summer, and then the childhood beliefs, we've got the body connection here. And so let me just sort of, okay, got it. So this goes back to what they were acknowledging with the, on the mind a lot. I've been thinking about sort of traveling, things that, kind of getting out there. I feel like there's a little bit of nostalgia going on in terms of looking back at, and I feel like there's a feeling of like how things have changed. You've kind of gone through some changes, how kind of recalling back as a kid when we were going through summers and how things were so freeing and things were so light and airy, and you just, vacations or hanging out with your friends, and like kind of going back to that childhood space of really kind of in wanting the good old days, right? I think it's that the little kind of the reference of wanting to be a child again, and really kind of going through all of that. I feel like that energy is coming in strong for you. So, and then next I'm drawn over to the body card, and so the childhood beliefs. And so what I connect with this card is it's really the feeling of in this physical life, kind of the beliefs and whatnot that was carried in as a child. You kind of set these tones and these experiences as children. We go through life and we have kind of expectations of how this is how life is supposed to be, this is what I want, this is what it should be, and this feeling of like, maybe it doesn't always work out the way. Sometimes we all want to go back to, right, being a child again and not having really any of the responsibilities, any of the feelings of like having to adulting, or just kind of the reminiscence of what that looks like. And it's the feeling of a little bit like feeling maybe not as far along in life as you would like to be. The feeling of a little bit of lost time associated to this as well. And so that's kind of the information that I'm getting associated to this. So I'm getting a lot of reminiscence, a lot of kind of going back through, from a mind and body perspective, the experience of the childhood and what was experienced within that space. And so I'm going to pull a card here to see specifically what Spirit has to say regarding this and kind of the guidance of what that is, and what Spirit's message is for you here. So I'm going to take this one here. Okay, so addiction. And so this doesn't necessarily have to be an actual addiction. It could be for some of you. And so let me just kind of, when I tune into this card, there's a feeling of a little bit of like the feeling of moving past certain things. So again, this addiction can be this sort of childhood belief addiction of feeling of fears and worries and concerns and things, but I feel this is sort of moving past that. And so it's the acknowledgement from Spirit of kind of the past and your childhood and some of the things that you've gone through, and the feeling of acknowledging that sort of mindset that kind of keeps going on replay about how things were or how you expected, but also acknowledging about kind of the next, where you're at within this life, and being present in the moment. And I actually am going to pull another card. I normally, and as I said, that one just flew, and I'll take it. You didn't see it, but I'm going to take it anyways because it flew. Transformation. So it's interesting because I was asking Spirit specifically, are they still in this space or are they moving past it? And I do feel like there's a transformation that's occurring as a result of that. So it's coming into form, and so that's really what I'm seeing here. So I do feel specifically for you that you're kind of moving past the space of, okay, well, this is what it was. I know that I can't continue on with this way of thinking, this way of being. This is not working for me, and I'm coming into the space of transformation. So I feel really strong about that. Okay, got it. And so now I'm acknowledging the family that was there. I was wondering what they were talking about, some sort of celebration or something going on. Hello, I get it now. So they're acknowledging that I feel like there's been a transformation occurred. I really do. I feel like there's something that from a mind-body perspective, these are pretty strong cards to be coming in, from kind of this, I kind of look at this, the line of divider between our physical world and our spiritual world. And so this is all based on kind of physical stuff. And so the acknowledgement of what that is, I just think that's amazing, because I really do. I feel like there's a transformation that's coming as a result of this sort of way of thinking, this outdated model, whatever this is no longer working for you. So now we're moving on from a transformation perspective. And so that's beautiful. And actually, it's interesting. I went on a walk this morning with my son, and it was fascinating to see kind of the way that he looks at the world. And he was like, "Mom, it's a blue," and it was actually a dragonfly, but him acknowledge there's no accidents in the fact that he kind of, "Mom, it's a blue dragonfly, isn't it?" And so I feel this just ties back into the connection with the childhood and kind of the way that we experience things as children and what those connections mean. So I feel like I need to congratulate you on kind of this next phase of your life, and this next happening of what's going on for you, because I do feel like you are moving past this, and your family is also on the other side acknowledging that as well. That's a little celebratory energy that they were bringing forward. So I am going to pull an additional card here from Spirit, the Namaste card, see what Spirit wants to give to you here at this time. And so I do feel like there's also a sister or a female energy that they're acknowledging as well. The mother energy is a part of this family as well as like the matriarch, and she's kind of stepping forward to acknowledge the female that's here. So, I'm like, this is amazing. This card, I was like, it feels like there's two cards attached to it. So I was really trying to, hello, a blessed new beginning. I mean, Okay, I can't, I mean, it all just connects within this. I'm kind of, I'm blown away, but I'm not, because I've worked with Spirit enough long enough to know that there are no accidents and you really can't make any of this stuff up. It's just fascinating how Spirit works with us. And so the message here for a blessed new beginning is a series of serendipitous events guides you to the renewed sense of clarity and purpose. Release all that no longer serves you. The past is behind you. Bless it and let it go. Your life is an eternal new beginning moving through time. That is amazing, and I am blown away right now by this. This is pretty. I mean, it's everything I just said, and it comes through on this card. So I don't know if you can see that here, but I'm just going to kind of make sure that you guys can the blessed new beginning. So it's just absolutely amazing. It's everything what Spirit really wants to kind of convey to you, the transformation that's coming into your life. It's so beautiful. I mean, look at the blue. It's the feeling of the morphing over time, the connection here. It's just fascinating. So this is amazing. I'm very excited for you and all of this new. I feel like you've had the breakthrough. The new beginning is coming your way, and good for you. I mean, a lot of people getting to this spot is hard. They suppress a lot of things in their life. These childhood beliefs go deep down to the core, and so for you to sort of acknowledge this sort of patterning and addicting thoughts, behaviors, actions, you're making that change in life, and so it's really exciting for you. So I hope that helps, Scorpio. I hope that that resonates for you. I'm excited to see what's coming forward in the coming months for you, and many blessings to you for the month of July, and namaste.